テスト。
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
「配信してるよ」と見かけたので、こんばんは。
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
必要の部屋はこだわり出すと時間奪われますね。目が星の笑顔。ですよね。そしてこれ、私の声入ってないですよね。そして BGM も入ってない？無音が常なんだと思ってましたが、違ったんですね。W 入ってないです。BGM は大丈夫です。入ってます。ちょっと設定触ります。お待ちください。ですよね。いってらっしゃいませ。
あ。ありがとうございます。ほう。もうちょっとだけ。ちょっとマシになりましたかね。 わわわーん。どれどれ。
ノイズ増しになりましたよ。
あ、よかった。なんかね、自分で YouTube 開くと自分の YouTube は音声が全く聞こえない。何これ、どうなってんやろ。あ、Bluetooth になってんのかこれ、私が。なんだ、私の方がおかしいな。
そうなんですか。こっちはちゃんと聞こえてますよ。サムズアップ。
では進めちゃおう。ありがとうございます。ウィーズリー先生と話す。チェックかわいい、その子の。いいな、おしゃれ。
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
もう結構持ってる
リーク
ねんけどな。
かわいいですよね。
ねえ、あ、この子かリークって。そっかそっか。ねえ、ちょっとこっち向いてほしいな。お掃除してくれてる。先生持ってます。
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
壁と床。壁はちょっとやってもうたんよね。あ、カウントしてくれてる。床の装備品を呼び出す。これね、ラグ。わあ、ちょっと模様はこれが割と好みやな。ほんでピンクがええねん、ピンクが。ピンクにしてってほしい。ピンク、あ、いいわ。なんかすごいこう控えめなピンクやねこれ。
壁と床全体が変えますよ。
なんですって。そうなんですか。すごいな。ちょっとあれやね、こうお薬とかこぼしたあれやから、ちょっとここ噛むぐらいのとこにしとこうか。あらー、かわいい。同じの引いてもいいけど。わー、ちょっといろいろやりたいけど。
そのチョップが難しい配置笑い。
ねえ、そうなんですよね。ちょっとでね、おしゃれって変わりますからね、とか言うて。ピンク、ピンク、ピンク。全部ピンクよ。あ、かわいいかわいいかわいい。ここね、こことスペース。あ、ちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃ。はいはいはい。ピンク。ちょっとね、マイキャラちゃん、私知識がね足りなくって、本当は女の子で作るつもりが誤って男の子っていう選択をしてしまって、こんなに可愛いお顔してるのにこの子男の子なんですよね。ウィズリー先生、ちょっと足元冷えるでしょ。
言ってましたね W。
あ、見てくれました。ありがとうございます。そうそう、まさかのちょっとミスで、ウィズリー先生のために。あ、ここはダメなのか。ウィズリー先生、立ちっぱ申し訳ないわ。申し訳ない。ピンクにさせてもらう。ピンクの色ちゃうくない？何これ。あ
れ何が変わるんだろうって思ってたんですが、そこか。
ね
ってなりました笑い。
うんうん。騙されたかのような。まあいいわ。ちょっと一旦これクエストやからこだわんのは後にしよう。はい。これで。まだ置かなあかん。床の装飾品。あ、もしかして。あ、ソファーとかでもいいんかな。ちょっとあんまりこう、絢爛豪華なのは好きじゃない。好きじゃないけど。まあまあまあまあ、ピンクがいいよ。ピンク。まあまあまあ、とりあえずは、バコッと置いてしまおう。ね。こだわる。
でも、階段滑らされるの見れるの羨ましいです。訴えるような顔。
そう、なんかね、あの時はびっくりしましたね。問答無用ですよ。後で見てほしい。バッコン下ろされるから。ピンク。あ、かわいい。絶対的なこう意志を持って
見ます。
そう下ろされるんですよ。こんなに可愛い子がいるのに。床の装飾品を呼び出す3個から増えてないからやっぱ椅子あかんなこれ。もうよ、ラグ適当に置こう。あ、違う、壁や、壁。見てない事件。ちょっとね、貝がじゃあ、なんやこれ、真っ白や。何にも収まってへんやん。何にも収まってないらしいです。よいしょ。何にも収まってないの、とりあえず。もうこれでいこう。次行こう。先生。
I've conjured everything I can. What's next?
ピンクかわいい。
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
何
ピンクいいですね。
ねえ、メロメロピンク大好きやから私。よいしょ。はい、よいしょ。何これで何が変わるん？変化ってどういうこと？
Just aim your wand at any conjured item.
スリザリンだったので黒と緑で統一しちゃったんですよ。
ああ、それもいいですね。黒緑素敵。
置いたやつ帰れます。
ああ、なるほど。えい。ああ、便利。あ、これにしてみよう。じゃあアイテムの大きさを、これだけじゃあかんねん。椅子がいい。オブジェクトを回転、大きさをダメですか？どこならいいんですか？えらいでこうなって、色を変える。はい。ピンクは置きたくないんですよ。とりあえずこれにします。
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced.
これ
You can use the
座れ
altering
たらいい
spell
のにな。
directly on the room's architecture.
アップデー
Try
トに
these
したい
new
かな、
designs
これ
on
は。
the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or
そんなことできんの？部屋のバルコニーか。床を変える。こう全体をこう。わあすごい。わあ、まあこれが好きやけど、色変える。
残念ながら座れないの。
ねえ、悲しいですよね。座りたいですよね、これ。座るぐらいはなんかこう、今後やってくれるかな。かわいい。これにしよう。はい。
your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think?
変わってんのかな。
Would you mind?
Of course. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some
どこで
years
喋
ago.
ってる？あ、
Deke
かわい
thinks
い。
you'll enjoy it.
ねえ。
Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
はい、喋ります。
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall
デ
look
ィー
most
クの
appeals
毛
to
の
you?
生え方が絶妙。自然、美しい、自然、月明かり、暗くてミステリアス。ああ、どうしよう。でもやっぱハッフルパフやから、ちょっと自然の大地を
I'd
テー
like
マ
the
にして
room
み
to
ようか
feel
な。
natural and earthy,
嬉
as
し
though
そうな顔して喋る。すごいの？デュークやりて？あ、ちょっと緑めいてきた。
Quite a difference.
おー、雰囲気
Of
違
course,
う
you
な。
needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room
ちょっ
is
とピ
full of
ンクに
possibilities.
は、
Indeed.
ちょっと変え
No
よう
matter
か
how much
な。
time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
あー、なんか、なにこれ、なにこれ。それ、あれじゃん。フィールドガイドちゃん。どこ行くん？なにこれ。はあ。なにこれ、もう一部屋増えた。え？わあ。
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice
そんな都合
spellcasting.
のいいことある。
If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them
Wow.
both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
ピンクに染めてやる
I'll
わ。
leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
ウィーズリー万歳。ありがとう先生。
都合がいいのが必要の部屋。
確かに。都合の良さだけはもう抜群ですね、これ。うわー。あ、でもこう日当たりがね、しっかり入ってくるのはめちゃくちゃいいですよね。ここで日向ぼっこしたいね。焼けそう。焼けそう。あ、埋めれる。よいしょ。これ何が作れるんやろ。わずかに。これ一気には作れないんかな。まあいいや。
日焼け止め塗らなきゃ。
ね、塗らないと。あ、天文学のとことつながってるのか。
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's
わ
ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall
ー、で
look
も明
most
るいの
appeals
好
to
き
you?
やしな。ミステリアス。月明かりに
I
してみよう
would
か。
like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the
月
moon.
明かりとピンク合うかな。
Sounds perfect.
おお。あ、全然雰囲気違う。うわすごっ。うわすごい。これなんかすっごい選べるけど変えれるの？ここも嘘でしょ。はあちょっと待ってまあ、これにしとこうか。ちょっと一旦恐ろしいな。恐ろしいな。これは変えれる？なんかわーわわわわ
カイト飼育しましょう。
ねえ、可愛くしたい。ゴシックラブリーがいいから、ちょっとゴシックは重たい気がする。これちょっとピンクめいてるよね。これにしとこう。はいはいはいわー、あ、わー、わー。 わーわー言ってるわ、ずっと。わあすごい。こんなあかん、出れへんくなる。
校内のギミックは楽しみました？
校内のギミックはね、ちょっと頑張って解きはしたんですけど、多分全部は解けてない。3分の1ぐらいかな。ちょっと頑張ってやってたけど、ちょっとクエスト進めようかな。せっかく見てきてくれる人がいるなら。ねえ、なんか何個か分からへんくてスルーしてるやつがあるから。お、あ、なくなるんや、ちゃんと。あ、すごいな。セバスチャンに会いに行きます、とりあえず。私ちょっと視界の感度が多分高めなんで、酔う人ちょっと気をつけてください。ちょっと優しめにぐるんって回すようにするんで、気をつけ遊ばせ。わー、また授業受けたいな。セバスチャンちゃん。すごい、こう手出されたら握りたくなるよね。すぐ入れちゃうけどあー、なんか必要の部屋の中だけでもフレンドと一緒に遊びたい。マルチが欲しい、やっぱり。写真とか撮りたい。
Over here.
何をするんや。
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl.
一番好きなのは鼻歌歌ってるかちゅう。
あー、います
In the
ね。
library.
Of course.
鼻歌
Scribbler
歌
tried
っ
to give me
て
detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well,
攻
you
撃を
took
す
the
るや
fall
つ
for
もい
me,
ますよね。
and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
こんな場所があるのか。
This way.
This way。 どっち？
ボッコボコにされる小笑い。
そうそう
Passage
そうそう。
just here.
It's well disguised.
すごい理不尽な殴られ方してるやつ。あ、こんなとこあったんや。入ります。机の一振りですごいな。
How did you find this place?
My friend,
Yeah.
Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft.
すごい。
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister.
お
Anne.
ー、
She loved that infernal game.
今今
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place.
Oh,
So
わかったわかった。
please, keep this between us.
配
He
信する
never
わ。
confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that.
いろ
We
いろあ
used
る
to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
ホグワーツの秘密いっぱいあるね。未確認のヘッドアイテム。うん、いっぱい捨てます。忘れがち。メガネ捨てよっかな。なんか古いやつからポイしよう。よいしょ。帽子いっぱい出てくるな。よいしょ。
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
ちょっと新しい呪文一気にすごいたくさん来る。
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the target.
ちょっといっぱい覚えすぎて脳みそが。
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like
なる
Incendio.
ほど。
Nice work.
ああ。
How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
すんごい威力の危険な魔法ゲットですね。
ああ、危険なんですね。
That's it.
I think I've got it.
確かにこれは危ないかも。
Well done.
取り扱い注意やな。セバスチャン。
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
もっと覚えたいな。
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister.
妹
If
さん
there's anything I
な
can
んか
do.
戻ってきたりせ
Perhaps
えへ
when I
んのか
next
な。
head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
あ、行きたい行き
She
た
could
い。
use some cheering up.
ちょっと会いたい。
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
言っといた方がいい
You
んじゃ
must
ない
promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of this secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
ほうほう。出る。なんかいる。誰やこれ。
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
誰や誰。
You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new fifth
ねえ、
year.
めっちゃ
Did you just
緑
come
な
from
ん
the
けど。
Undercroft? How did you get in there?
セバス速攻でバレる。
ねえ。これどっちで言ったらいいんやろ。速攻でバレますよね、これね。これいいか。
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
めっちゃ脅すじゃん。
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
スリザリンの正当な継承家系の子です。
Thank you very much.
ああ、もしか
Ominous, I
し
just
て
meant.
I
ゴーン
know
ト
what
家
you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
あ、
Sebastian is going to get an earful about
怒って
this.
もうた。ものすごい怒ってもうた。あれかな。サラザル・スリザリンの末裔というかの子やったかな、確か。ゴーント家ってそうじゃなかったっけ。セバスチャンごめん、なんかめちゃくちゃ怒らしてもうたわ。
Come and see me.
ボルデモートの母方の家系ですね。
あ、ボルデモート。
Unproductive trip
お
to
ー
the ministry. Hoping your time has been more
ま
fruitful
だまだ
than
勉
mine.
強が足りないな、私も。ちょっと、とりあえず、あ、なんかレベルがちょくちょく、いろいろ寄り道してたら17まで行っちゃったんで、とりあえずメインストーリーをわんさか進めていこうかなとちょっと思ってまして、
Guardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
いっぱい来るな。ちょっと待って。ひとまずちょっとフィグ先生のところに行きます。ちょっと歩くのが好きなので。
メインニコニコ頑張って力こぶ力こぶ力こぶ
ありがとうございます。あ、ここか。よいしょ。こんな夜更けに申し訳ないな、フィグ先生。お邪魔します。
I was hoping to see you.
ほんまに？
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died. So I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Oh, もう着いちゃった。いるね。行きましょう。
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham.
ストーリークリアしちゃったんで、ぜひともホグワーツ生活を楽しんでほしいです。キラキラ。
早ー。
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from
クリアしたんです
him.
か。
Oh, Peeves.
すごいな。テクテクテクテク。
Lovely to see you both.
おう、びっくりした。
To think it was beneath us all this time.
ホグワーツ不思議すぎる。こんなんあるか普通。綺麗やなぁ。
This looks promising.
Wow. Wow. 嬉しそう。嬉しそう。よく歩けるな。地面透けそうで怖いんやけど。
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here,
なんでわかんない。
the
どういうこと？
Forbidden Forest. And of course,
ああ、そういうこと。
Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
ニコニコして。ニコニコしてるわ。
If only you were here to see this.
わあ、すごっ。ほんまにすごい。わあ。なんじゃこりゃ。わあ、宝石みたい。
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
何やったっけ？はいっていうとこ。
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Bye-bye. 喋られへんのかな。バイバイおじちゃん。またねー。ティーグ先生、ちゃっちゃと帰るな。
探索頑張りましょう。アスタリスク。
頑張ります。すごいいろいろ魔法を覚え出すな。塔でフィグ先生と会う。フィグ先生を抜かしていこう。まずフィグ先生と会いに行こうか。あ、めっちゃ遠いな。めっちゃ遠い。ちょっと一旦別の魔法を覚えに行こうかな。なんかややこしそうな課題を言われてる。マンドレイク。
途中入学だから試験に間に合わせないといけないのかもですね。
ああ、そういうことか。厳しいな。大変だ。それは必要な部屋も必要だわ。あ、 消えちゃった。読色手相を手に入れ使用する。マンドレイクを手に入れ複数の敵に対して同時に使用する。なかなかフィグ先生これ上がってきてんのかな。消えたかな。視界から消したから消えたな。どこにあるんですか。音質行ってみようか一回。あー、なるほど。音質、音の質、この辺。なんかクエストがちょくちょく表示されてるけど、ちょっと待って。迷子。あれ、ここか。謎の部屋。そんなとこあったっけ。あそこか。とりあえず移動しよう。音質に。マンドラゴラくすねられへんかな。マンドラゴラちゃん、マンドレイクか。生えてなかった。授業でさ引っこ抜いたやんここで。ガリック先生、ちょっとマンドレイクもらえないですか。あっちゃったからもう一回。かわいい。
What is the reason for these additional assignments, Professor?
They're meant to help you hone your magical skills outside of the classroom, thus preparing you to learn a new charm, Wingardium Leviosa. Before we plant the seed, we must till the soil. When you're finished with them, come and see me and we'll work on the charm together. I look forward to it.
先生、マンドレイクはどちらで手に入るんでしょうか。
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
怖い話、アクセント、オメガ、アクセント。
But I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
壮絶。よかったんかな。
I'm glad everything worked out as it did, and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
ウリゲンツリー。これは何レベルのクエストなんやろ、この。何も書いてないなぁ。飛行テスト。あちこち寄り道してしまう。いや、ちょっと空飛びたい。スピントゥイッチーズ。もうあちこちだわ。あちこちちょっともうしょうがない。これは
楽しいよ。寄り道
ね。寄り道こそが楽しい。寄り道こそが楽しいんだよね。お、なんか変わった。ここ行こ
う。寄り道ちゃんとしておかないと後が大変。汗。
寄り道も大事ってことですね。ほしたらやれることはやっておきましょう。箱探す。あ、すぐいっぱいになるよね。マーリンやるべきなのは分かってるんですけど、森のコーディネート。
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spin Witches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind-wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
見てみます。ちょっといろいろ聞きたいけど、見てみよう。
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
これは見た目が違う。何が違うんだ。メラメラと燃える。ああ、いいな。燃えたいな。乗り心地とスピード。量を応援する。はあはあ。安定性。スタイリッシュ。燃えたいからな。
That item is of the highest quality.
うわ、かっこいい。
見た目だけですよ。キラキラ。
もう燃えます。ありがとうございます。見た目だけ燃えることにしました。ついでやから売っとこうか。
Nice doing business with you.
ちょっとこのくださいやつも売っとこう。これも売っとこう。すぐ装備いっぱいになるからね。さようなら。あ、アセシーよ、こんばんは。楽しいよ。めっちゃ楽しいよ。
Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements.
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to...
なくなっても外観は残るので、どんどん売っちゃって OK。
そうですよね。
Some ideas for enchantments,
いや、いい機能だわ。
upgrades, if
外
you
観
will,
だけ
that
残し
will
てくれるの。
improve the performance of any broom you
め
fly.
っちゃ嬉しい。
What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
やるでしょう。
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, The new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Ah, そうなんや。
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
ホグワーツまで乗って帰りたい。ここは多分飛べないんよね。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
L1 押し丸。ああわあやばーわあわあすごい。マンドラゴラ見つからへんかな。おお、あ、空でも使えるんだね。なんかあるなんかあるなんかある。あ、なんかある。
楽しいね。
楽しいっす。やばいっす。よし。なんかある。あー、マーリンでした。よいしょ。なにこれ、新しいやつや。これでいいのか。なんか違うっぽいな。全部壊せってこと。あ、敵いるじゃん。レベリアン。あ、ここにもある。なんか小玉みたいな。ほうほうほう。わーい。ちょっと敵を倒しますか。敵をね。平和が一番。
Best thing in the world. This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such. I never.
よいしょ。
Afraid to take. Is this your best? You're the little sod that saved.
ああ、そんなんずるい。よいしょ。おお、強い。よいしょ。
One less poacher in the Wizarding World.
うん。ちょっとこうやや平和になったんじゃないですか。なんか上にもね L1 で大きいよーほほほ楽しい。ここにもなんか見えたんですけども、何これ。何やつなのこれ。ちょっとまだなんかちょっと触れなさそうな気がする。あ、何え、何今。おおなんじゃこれ。 かっこよ。なに、あ、ちょっとあれだな。
知ると面白いやつです。2つのハート。
なんですって。早く知りたいな。さっき敵、わあ、そんなにたくさん表示されても無理ですよ。まあ無理です。あ、やっぱ降りないと取れないのか。あ、取った後か。さっき敵がいたよな。ちょっとこの世の安全のために。あー、いた。虫か人か。何語。あれ？あ、もうお亡くなり。こんな学校の近くに陸上者いるもんなの。あ、やめてー。ちょっと待って。よいしょ。ああ、そんなこと。そんな。あー、嘘、そんなことしてくんの。おー、ちょっと危なかった。まだいる。ちょっと遠いな。でもちょっと広いものをしましょう。おー、ありますね。あるじゃないですか。結構そこらに敵がいるな。もう一掃しよう。この土地を美しいものにしよう。もう一人どこ行った？いい行いをした後は気持ちがいいですね。まだなんか何これ、ゆゆしい。
This looks intriguing.
ゆゆしいな、これは。何これ。ボコボコ言うてる。えい。おお。不思議な。よいしょ。勇気あるな、この子。よいしょ。これでお宝はゲットできたかな。いるね。あ、何？鳥か。いますね。犬。 まんな。すまねえな。チャレンジに未回収の報酬なんですかね。これか。違うな。これか。これか。ちょっと飛びましょう。なんか遠いところにマークが見えるな。行ってみようかな。便利。あ、はあ、クリッチのところや。なんかいっぱいあるの。あ、どこ行った？なんか近そうなんがあるな。何して？あ、違う、人に見えた。びっくりした。何現在着陸できません。あ、卵か。びっくりした。なんかまた不思議なものがある。ちょっと。あー、ここに来たかった。
Could it be a Merlin trial?
これでもちょっと敵を一掃してからにしよう。ワンワン。ごめんね。謎解きのために君が邪魔やったんや。すごいな。どうやって積んだよこの石。セニ青い。次は何をするんかな。え？持ってくるとあきゃ。まだできない系か。おお、動いた。これでちょっとサッカーボール的なことなんかな。ゴールに導け。拉致があかん。違う気がするな。違う気がするけど、まあ見てみるか。止まっちゃったな。違うかもしれない。違うかもしれへん。ボーリングみたいなことかな。全部壊せばいいんかな。
マーリンは特定の魔法がないとできないやつがあります。
ああ、やっぱそうですよね。ちょっと魔法の勉強てかちょっと別のことしてこうか。綺麗、美しい。ちょっと違うことします。 また今度です。クリッチ競技場でイメルダなんとかされてなかった。
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
以上。お待たせしました。
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
そんなメラメラせんでも受けてたとか。
Can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, fifth year. Fine, I'll humor you. This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got.
スリザリンじゃないとそういう風に言うんですね W。
ねえ。スリザリンやとまた違う言い方になるんですかね。めちゃめちゃライバル心。
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
そんな風に言わないで。ちょっと私、そろそろお腹が空いてきたので、このクリッチのこれを買ったら終わりにしたいと思います。負ける。
Did it!
いまいちよく分かってない。これはなるほど。うわっちょっとこれは難しい。全然当たらない。
もうちょい柔らかかったけど性格は一緒。
そうなんですね。
アスタリスクゼロコオンプ。
ちょっと大事故になる。ちょっと待って。わはー言うて。わかる。気持ちは一緒。難しい。メイデーって言ったけど、やったんこれは。何が難しい。手に汗がすごい。ベストタイム越せる？ほんまにこれ。これでよかったんや。よかった。よかった。勝ったで、イメルダちゃん。
That's not. You must have cheated. Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
おめでとう、クラッカー。
ありがとうございます。
All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
表彰台に、ちょっと、まあもうちょっと私お腹が空きましたので、この辺でおいとまいたします。ありがとうございました。パパパパパパパパパパパパ。エリアンヌさんおやすみなさい。夜はまだこれからだけど。ありがとうございました。配信じゃあちょっと切ります。失礼します。
お疲れ様。アスタリスクアクセント。
やばい、終わらせ方が分からへん。プレステ5で配信した初めてなんよね。これはおやすみなさい。